Welcome to The Screen Queen, the show where I'll be talking about your favorite show or your favorite movie. You'll just have to find out what you're about to know. This is your Screen Queen, your host, Samantha Parrish. Hello there and welcome back to the show. I am your host, your lean, mean, movie-talking machine, Samantha Parrish. Now this is the kind of bear-themed movie I want to see. I can definitely bear it. So, there's been a lot of talk about Cocaine Bear being one of those movies that you can't believe it's a true story, but you also definitely believe it's a true story because stranger things have happened, and knowing the fact that there's evidence to support this, that definitely makes it enticing to want to see a bear just go absolutely nuts in the 100-acre woods of this town. So for those out there that have never seen the trailer for Cocaine Bear or have never even heard of this wacky bear movie, I'm going to go ahead and give you the synopsis. So this is inspired by the 1985 true story about these drug smugglers that tossed a package of cocaine out of the plane. And when they went to go get it, a bear got into it, and that bear went on a rampage in the town, in the forest, everywhere. And that thing was eating up the cocaine. The cops and the criminals were just amazed knowing the fact that this bear definitely is acting a little bit more vicious than it normally would. And when they put the pieces together that it got into drugs, it was like, oh, that's why Winnie the Pooh's after blood and honey. That makes so much more sense. But how the hell are we going to survive something that is 10 times more deadlier than it normally is? Oh my god. I want to see this fucking thing in theaters. For a lot of reasons. I mean, come on. A bear that gets into cocaine? That sounds beautiful. But the other reason I really want to go see this, and I'm sure a lot of people out there also had the same thought I do, is it's Ray Liotta's last movie before his untimely and unexpected death in 2022. And there has been some little last snippets that we've seen of Ray Liotta with a snippet he had on the show Blackbird, and knowing the fact that we'll get to see his last movie makes it amazing to have one more chance to see him, but that also makes it that it's the last time that we see him on screen in a new movie. But this is definitely shaping up to be a movie that is going to have a very interesting cast along with Ray Liotta. We also have Margot Martindale, we have Matthew Rhys, and we haven't seen his ass in a long time. That's going to be fun. We also got Kerry Russell from The Americans, Jesse Tyler Ferguson from Modern Family. Oh my god, that's going to be nuts. There's a lot of interesting actors and actresses in this, and it seems like that perfect mishmash of people that you wouldn't see working together, but you would also see working together, because it's the unexpected nature of people coming together that would never spend time together. And it actually surprised me finding out that the director of this movie is Elizabeth... Excuse me, I don't know how to talk anymore. Thank you for bearing with me. The director of this movie is Elizabeth Banks. And if you don't know who she is known for playing Effie Trinket on the Hunger Games series. And she's also been a major game player in doing a lot of directing. She was the director behind Pitch Perfect 2. She also had a small part to do for movie 43, and she also was the reason we got the weirdest remake of Charlie's Angels. And with that said, Charlie's Angels was the last movie she directed, and this is going to be her quote-unquote comeback directorial revival. So I'm interested to see what she's going to be doing with this movie, because it's different than the other stuff that she's directed, because this is a true story, but it's also something in the land of like dark humor, thriller. It's not going to be the hunky-dory Pitch Perfect 2 or the bold and bland Charlie's Angels. It'll be nice to see what this turns out to be. I'm always a sucker for certain people that will do something outside of their usual criteria. I honestly can't think on top of my head how long it's been since we've had a loony movie. It sounds strange to have to phrase it like that, but it does have that dark humor edge to it with the way that we were given the trailer, that everyone just kind of is aghast to what's going on, but they don't really treat it with a lot of seriousness. That could be because of the processing time of having to realize, oh my god, when the hell did I ever think I was going to live to see the day to see a bear on cocaine? I wish that there was more that I could talk about this movie, because I want to know more about this movie, but that's just it. We don't know any more about this movie except the fact that it's a bear on cocaine. The title's pretty self-explanatory, and the fact that we're given a pretty stellar cast, and we get to see what it's going to unfold with these certain characters as they have one grisly adventure. I can't wait to see it. I am so anticipating to watch something that we haven't had for a while. I'm looking forward to seeing Ray Liotta one last time. And that's all I have for this episode of Trailer Time. I hope that this kind of gives a little bit more information for the background. I think it's a blessing in disguise that we don't have that much information, so we get to save all the good stuff when we can get in there. But thank you so much for listening to this episode of Trailer Time. And now comes your feature presentation of Dirty Dancing. Thank you so much for listening to the episode. If you would like to catch up with me in between uploads, you can find me on my Instagram at the Queen of the Screen, and you can also find my book series Inglorious Inc. American Dream Scheme on Amazon. Okie dokie. Well, I hope everyone has a great day. Please be aware of your surroundings and look out for Winnie the Pooh. You just never know what Winnie the Pooh's been getting into, you know? Okie dokie. Take care, everyone, and stay amazing. Bye-bye!